Hello everyone, this is Meera Gupta, and today in this video I'm going to continue the next part of chapter 2, Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom, from class 10th First Flight book. In earlier video you have read about the starting story of this chapter, and I hope you understood it well. So before starting or going through the next part, let us recall the previous thought paragraph. In the previous thought paragraph, you have read that the author was accompanied by his daughter, Janani, on his big day. First, the two vice presidents took an oath. Then, when his turn came, when Nelson Mandela turn came, he committed to respect, protect, and abide by the constitution and to devote his entire self into the welfare of the country. Okay, now let's see the next paragraph. Going to read the next paragraph, listen it carefully. To the assembled guests and the watching world, I said, today all of us do by our presence here confirm glory and hope to newborn liberty. Out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. We, who were outlaws not so long ago, have today been given the rare privilege to be host to the nations of the world on our own soil. We thank all of our distinguished international guests for having come to take possession with the people of our country of what is, after all, a common victory for justice, for peace, for human dignity. Okay, now let's see the keywords of this paragraph. Assembled. Assembled means here it is related to the people gathered together in one place for a common purpose. Confer here means grant. Glory means honor. Outlaw means because of its policy of apartheid, many countries had earlier broken off diplomatic relations with South Africa. On our own soil here means in our own country. Okay, and possession means ownership, and dignity means the state or quality of being worthy of respect. Now listen the explanation of this paragraph. The author also mentions some parts of his speech where he said that everyone by his presence was giving rise to hope for a new beginning. Previous rulers were discriminatory and lasted for long, but the ones who are given the opportunity to rule now would stand up against discrimination. Okay, the main reason was the main focus that Nelson Mandela wanted to give in this chapter was discrimination of that area. Okay, he is glad to host a ceremony with the presence of global leaders. It is an achievement in itself. It is the achievement of Nelson Mandela. There was a time when South Africa, for practicing apartheid, lost all its international political relationships. Now, when there is no segregation on the basis of race and gender, other nations are happy to have healthy democratic relationships. Finally, they have come to power and they place to make everyone proud. Yes, Nelson Mandela thanked everyone, especially the international leader, for joining them in the celebrating their achievement, which is a step towards an equal society where every human will be treated fairly. Okay, now means there will be no longer discriminations of caste, creed, color, etc. Okay, this was the victory of Nelson Mandela. Now look at the next paragraph. Listen it. We have at last achieved our political exemptions and place ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivations, suffering, gender, and other discrimination. Of never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Let freedom regain. God bless Africa. Now look at the keywords of this paragraph. Now, emancipation here means the fact or process of being set free from legal, social, or political restrictions. Okay. Liberate here means free or release. Bondage, the state of being a slave. Discrimination, being treated differently or unfavorably. Now, deprivation means a damaging lack of material benefits considered to be basic necessities in a society. Oppression here means prolonged, cruel, or unjust treatment or exercise of authority. Glorious means having worthy of or beginning fame or admiration. And regain here means rule or govern. Okay. Now listen the explanation. This is very means meaningful for you all. The explanation is that Nelson Mandela mentions that after great struggle they have finally achieved political freedom. His government promised to free everyone of the still existing poverty, hardship, and inequalities of all kinds, along with the assuring everyone of a country where no community will be considered inferior. He then exclaims that freedom should rule and may God shower his blessing on their land. Okay, now listen the next paragraph, para 5. A few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe as a spectacular array of South African jets, helicopters, and troop carriers roared in perfect formation over the Union buildings. It was not only a display of pinpoint precision and military force, but a demonstration of the military loyalty of to democracy, to a new government that had been freely and fairly elected only moments before. The highest general of the South African Defence Force and police, their chests beckoned with ribbons and medals from days gone by, saluted me and placed their loyalty. I was not unmindful of the fact that not so many years before they would not have saluted but arrested me. Finally, a chevron of Impala jets left a smoke trail of the flag. Red, green, blue, and gold of the new South African flag. Okay. Now let's see the keywords of this paragraph. Awe here means amazed. Spectacular means beautiful in a dramatic and eye-catching way. Array here means an impressive display. Troop means soldier or armed forces. Prescience means accuracy. And decade means decorate. Unmindful here means not conscious or aware. Now chevron here means a pattern in the shape of a AV, and trail here means series or chain. Okay. Now listen the explanation. What happened after that? Just after the newly elected president addressed to the audience, in a very impressive arrangement of fighter jets, helicopter, and soldiers transporters raised everyone's heads up in the sky. It symbolized perfection as well as military respect and obedience towards the free country. The high commanders who have won medals for their bravery also saluted and promised their loyalty. Nelson Mandela mentions that he was well aware that these commanders who were now saluting him would have arrested him under the previous rule as during the oppressive white supremacy. He was considered to be a criminal. The year so finally ended by making up the South African flag in the sky from a smoke beneath the jet. It was the victory of Nelson Mandela. Everyone present there greeted him. Now, next para 6. The day was symbolized for me by the playing of our two national anthems and the vision of whites singing Nkosi Sikelel Ephraim and blacks singing Dies Stem, the old anthem of the Republic. Although that day neither group knew the lyrics of the anthem they once despised, they would soon know the words by heart. Now look at the keywords. Symbolized. Symbolized here means be a symbol of lyrics or words of a song. Despised means hated, had a very low opinion of. Okay. Now listen the explanation. After that, Nelson Mandela remembers the day as the playing of two national anthem of the country, one of the whites and the other that of the blacks. On that day, no one knew the wordings of the anthem of the blacks, but Mandela was confident that everyone would soon learn this anthem that they once hated. Okay, means he believed that from now nobody is going to hate blacks, and that's why they would love the anthem that is related to blacks. Now, next, para 7, and this is the last para of this video lecture, and next para we will continue in the next video. On the day of the inauguration, I was overwhelmed with the sense of history. In the first decade of the 20th century, a few years after the bitter Anglo-Boer War and before my own birth, the white-skinned peoples of South Africa pacified of their differences and erected a system of racial domination against the dark-skinned people of their own land. The structure they created formed the basis of one of the harshest, most inhuman societies the world has ever known. Now, in the last decade of the 20th century and my own 8th decade as a man, that system had been overturned forever and replaced by one that recognized the right and freedom of all peoples, regardless of the color of their skin. Now, look at the keywords of this paragraph. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means have a strong emotional effect. Erected means build or construct. Racial domination means when people of one race have power over another race. Inhuman means cruel or brutal. And overturned here means reverse. Okay. Now look at the explanation of this paragraph. Listen it carefully. On the day of the inaugural ceremony, the author was remembering the days of past when this whole system of apartheid emerged. It resulted in inequality and inferior treatment of dark-skinned people. Means everything was surrounded over the dark-skinned people. They were deprived of their basic fundamental rights. They were far away from their basic fundamental rights. Why? Because they were black. As a result, one of the world's most brutal and inhuman society was born. This began even before he was born, before Nelson Mandela was born. This system created an atmosphere of extreme cruelty and injustice for a particular part of the community. Now, when he is in his eighth decade as a man, he, along with the countless others, have changed this entire system that treats humans as humans irrespective of their color, caste, gender, or age. Okay, means these all things, these discriminations were going before he was born, but when he was when he was taken the oath as a president of South Africa, first he decided to remove this discrimination from the society, and he succeeded on his aim also. Okay, now I hope you understood it well, and next part we will continue in the next video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.